It's the country CEO back in the house again. Man, look, more game, and more game. Good day or evening to you. I don't know what time of the day that you're watching this, but welcome back to the channel. We appreciate your support, channel members, subscribers, all of you guys who have lent a helping hand in your support of watching and liking and sharing. We appreciate it very much, right? All right, so look, today's video, I want to update something that's a very common question. I get it regularly, and so I thought I would give an update or a fresh video on this particular thing, and that is, what are the specs for a good truck, right? What are the specs for a good truck? All right, so this video is going to be general and specific at the same time, okay? All right, and so let's get into it. All right, and so let's start with the engine, of course, as always, the main thing. That's what makes everything go, right? All right, and so engines, I generally just tell folks, look, 425, 350, 405, all of those will get the job done. That's plenty of horsepower. As it relates to types of engines, that's coming up on another video, so we won't get into the types of engines because that's a video unto itself. All right, but engines, 350, 405, 425 horsepower is good enough. If you desire more power than that, then that will be a personal preference. That's just what you want to have. But one word of caution with that is that bigger the engine, more diesel it will burn, okay? All right, transmission, obviously you guys know by now, if you've been following this channel for any length of time, that I'm a big Allison advocate. All right, but just automatic, you know, if that's an Eaton automatic or the new automatic that Mac is coming out with, hey, fine. But right now, Allison is king. I'm loving the Allison, and plenty of power, getting the job done, right? All right, now, but if you're old school and you're a manual guy or girl, hey, whatever floats your boat, that's good too, you know. But I am an advocate of automatic transmissions. All right, rear ends, obviously, I get this all the time. The rear end ratio, which is the gear ratio of the rear end, 442s, 411s, 422s, all of that's good for a dump truck. If you get into the 390s, 393s, that's a road truck rear end. What are you saying, country CEO? Most road trucks, because they are expected to go 65 and 70 and 75 and 80 in some instances, they have this these type of rims on those trucks are made to go at higher speeds, right? But a dump truck is not necessarily made to drive 80 miles per hour. It's more so about power. And what I found, that 442 ratio is a perfect combination of power and speed that is needed to do an adequate job in the dirt, in the mud, but also on the road when you need to come and go at a decent rate, okay? All right, so look, even at this point, I need to ask you, if this video has been valuable to you, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video with somebody that wants to know what are the specs for a good dump truck, right? All right, let me give you the rest, right? 18,000 to 20,000 pound front end, all right, front axle, all right, 18 to 20,000 front axle. Anything lower, you tend to get into this thing of road truck front axle, right? Y'all know my story. I bought a conversion truck, didn't know any better. It was a road truck that was converted into a dump truck. It had 12,000 pound front end. I had to go and spend $2,000 immediately, $1,500 rather immediately, getting that front end beefed up to where it can handle the weight of being able to tote what a dump truck hauls, right? All right, rear end, 44 pound to 46,000 pounds. Typically, if you get an 18 to 20, 18 is going to come with a 44, 20 will come with a 46, or some combination thereof. They tend to run together, right? All right, and so 44 to 46,000 pound rear end. All right, suspension. We always get the suspension question. You know, obviously Mac comes with Camelback or the new M-Ride. I'm hearing great things about the M-Ride. The Chalmers suspension is good. The Hendrickson suspension is good. The suspension, whatever that is, that's coming up under the Western Stars is good. Any kind of spring suspension, what I found, is basically pretty good. The thing that you want to avoid with the weight that you're going to be hauling is an air ride suspension. I found from personal experience, it's just a tough go. I was getting stuck on top of the ground. It's unstable. You got to dump the bags just to dump the load. It's just a headache, right? All right, so spring suspension is going to suit you well. Rougher ride, but you got what it takes to get the job done, okay? All right, obviously we talk about the frame of the truck needs to be double frame, or you need that new thick single frame that's coming on trucks or has come on some trucks, right? Thick single frame or double frame is what you want, right? All right, obviously you want pull hooks on the front of the truck and the back of the truck. If possible, you get both of them. You know, it works if you got pull hooks on both. Save you a whole lot of heartache and pain and trouble. Get stuck, need to be pulled, need to be pushed from the front of the back. And then you got those hooks that you can hook chains and cables to, and you won't be hooking stuff to your frame, which can cause some major damage, right? All right, and so I want to throw in finally, obviously the bed is really your preference, but I will say to you, as learning from experience, if you get that big old box, they're going to load it to the T. And if you're about an hour, it's not going to matter, right? In other words, if you got a guy over here with a 3.5 foot size box, his box is about 19 yards, 18, he getting paid for 20 anyway. And then your box is 4.5 foot size, 5 foot size, and you're toting 23 yards, but you're both getting paid by the hour the same thing. Most of the contractors are not going to make a stipulation for you to get $3, $4, $5 more because you got a bigger box. No, they paying everybody the same. So what I've learned is get the smaller box. You're going to get paid the same. That's number one. Number two, it's less wear and tear on your suspension because you're not toting those heavy loads, right? And so your bushings, your suspension, it's going to last longer. It's going to take 5 years, 6 years, maybe you can get out of this suspension as opposed to 3 because you're toting these gigantic loads with that big old box, right? So get you a medium-sized box, smaller size box. I'm telling you, they're going to pay you the same regardless, okay? All right, so look, this is just a little update on what other specs to find in a good truck. And I'm sure some of you will have some questions about maybe a few other things that's related to specs, you know, since I've updated this video, but just put them in the comment section. We'll be glad to answer those questions. All right. All right. Look, that's the game I got for you about the specs on a good dump truck. Country CEO. I'm out of here.